We can do it. We have to do it together. Our children are at a point where we need to figure out how to press the reset button. Years ago, I was in a campaign for HGTV when I used to have a show on HGTV called Spice Up My Kitchen years ago. I did a campaign for them called Change the World, Start at Home. And I was one of the faces for that campaign. I think I said that phrase so many times it just got ingrained in me. Change the world, start at home. Of course, they meant rebuilding the world because this was just after all of the tragedy with Hurricane Katrina in the New Orleans area. But that phrase stuck with me, and I often repeat it to myself because I know truthfully it does start at home. We can change the world by changing our young people and ourselves. By going back to the basic building blocks of passion and purpose. You know, I sometimes ask young people, well, what do you think your purpose is on this earth? What are you feeling like your purpose is? Purpose? They don't even consider it in their lives. I have adults, 40, 50, 60 years old, email me and say, I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm struggling. I have not really identified my purpose. You haven't, because you haven't thought about it. And most importantly, you haven't worked at it. And even more importantly, you haven't surrounded yourself with a community of people that help grow that in you. It's our responsibility to choose who we're spending most of our time with. Have you ever heard that saying that says if you look at the 5 people you spend the most time with, that is the greatest indicator of what your life's potential will be? Think about it. The 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about who they are and where they are, and that's the best mirror of what you're going to be. I co-founded an organization called the Women in Entertainment Empowerment Network because we wanted to help young women figure out how to live their dreams and identify their passions and their purpose, because I don't want them standing in my courtroom. But one of the things we talked about was, how do you identify that passion and your purpose? How do you link yourself with other people? And as Dr. Perry said, it's so true. We join all of these organizations. We pay our dues. But if in 10 years you're not growing, your life isn't growing, your life experience isn't growing, then what is it really all for? I always say it's not how well they know you, it's how well they grow you. That's what you think about. When you think about, oh, my best friend, that's been my girl since kindergarten. That is my girl, honey. She knows everything about me. Well, she might not need to. No, honestly. Because she may not be emotionally mature enough to be able to process that, but more importantly, to be able to help you process that so you can overcome the limitations that affect your life. It's who we surround ourselves with. It starts in our home, teaching our children so they know how to pick their friends. They know how to choose. You know, I say, if you're the smartest person in your group of friends, get a new group of friends. It's not to say you can't relate to your old friends, but you always need friends that are pushing you forward. Our children don't know that. We're not teaching them that. That's what we must change. Together we can do this.
We can do it together, folks. We've just started the conversation. We've offered you some solutions, but the solutions are really yours to uncover. We're part of the conversation and we're visitors, brothers and sisters, to your community. Tonight is just another night where we've had a conversation, unless, of course, you decide to do something. Together we can do this.
We can do this together.
Thank you.
Thank you.